Turning now to entertainment on this Monday morning. Just in time for the holidays, everybody. The classic Christmas story, It's a Wonderful Life, is getting a special live table read with an all-star cast. This one-night-only virtual event takes place Sunday, December 5th at 5 p.m., and it will benefit the Ed Asner Family Center. Joining us now live via Zoom is Lou Phillips, one of the stars, many stars, in fact, participating. Good morning to you. It's so great to have you with us.
Good morning, Melvin. Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure. Happy holidays.
Same to you. So all of us were so amped that you were coming on. Everybody in the studio buzzing about La Bamba and your extraordinary work and how timeless that movie was and how timeless your performance was as well. It's really wonderful to have you. What else, something else that's become really timeless is this annual table read for the center. So how'd you become involved in that?
I had the great privilege and good fortune of being a good friend of Ed Asner. Ed and I were poker buddies for decades. I mean, Norby Walters is a wonderful manager in Los Angeles, and he would have a weekly poker game. And I mean, just some of the old school guys would always show up at this table, and I was always privileged to be a part of it, even though I was a kid at the time. And Ed and I struck up a friendship. He actually sponsored me into the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. He signed my card for me. I'm hugely indebted to the man, and so sad about the loss of him this year. But I've long supported the Ed Asner Center in their annual poker fundraiser, and so I was overjoyed when I got asked to join this cast. I mean, my goodness!
And tell us about the cast.
Unbelievable. Massive. I mean, and Jason Sudekis to me is really in the tradition of Jimmy Stewart. I mean, such a lovely man, such an amazing presence. Ted Lasso. I'm loving that show. But him playing George Bailey is going to be absolutely heartwarming.
And also Rosario, Dawson, Martin Sheen. Yeah. Who else?
My God, Mandy, Patinkin. George Wendt, who is actually Jason's uncle. Oh my goodness, the list goes on and on. I mean, it's real. Mark Hamill, my God, I get to do a little bit with Mark Hamill. So I mean, just Marty Sheen, who's an old buddy, Ed Harris, the same. So it's old home school week, and we're going to have a fabulous time at this table read, and it's live. It's happening, right then and there. So. Man,
it's a beautiful thing. It's something else. In addition to the actors and actresses that you just named, there's going to be 6 autistic actors in the cast this year, including Naomi Rubin, marking the first year an actor on the autism spectrum has been cast in a lead role. That's powerful stuff.
Well, it's their mission. It's what the Ed Asner Center does, and this will be raising funds for families with special needs children. And they put their money where their mouth is. They represent and they step up. And once again, just honored to be associated with that.
And the Ed Asner, the Family Center, they do such extraordinary work. Tell us about the mission.
Well, obviously the mission is to provide services and support for families with special needs, children who are on the spectrum. I know that Ed's family was touched by this, and he took it very personally, and he stepped in and did something every single year to represent and to provide solace to these families and help. He was always kind enough to include all of his friends, and we're always happy to show up for him.
Yeah. What are you hoping that an audience takes away, Lou?
First of all, I love this film and this script. Rereading it now, it's just, oh my God, it's one of my favorites, and it's so heartwarming and it's so touching. But it's about living a life of service, living even when it's tough, even when it's really really hard. That somehow, some way, you will get your just desserts, and that you are part of a community. You're part of a heart that pulls together, and it's doing it as a live table read, not just watching the Jamie Stewart movie this time of year. I think this just ups the ante for putting out some good energy and some positive spirit into the world. And I think we all need that these days.
Oh, absolutely. I think, it's about showing up and being the light, especially when we're in the midst of Hanukkah right now, about sharing light and being light. It's a beautiful thing, and it's really wonderful to have you on the show this morning.
Thank you so much, Mel. I appreciate you having me, buddy.
Absolutely, man. For tickets and more information, everybody, visit teafc.org. Good stuff and so beautiful during this holiday season. As we head out to break, here is a look at Topanga Beach. Ooh, look at that sun kissing that water. We'll be right back, everybody. This is Your Morning on Spectrum News 1. Stick with us.